Hi everyone, Budget Stark here. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. This video we're looking at the top 10 most expensive Iron Man figures. Just a couple of things before we get going. Note that I'm only talking about the secondary market in Hong Kong. If you bought these directly from Hot Toys, you'd easily get them under £200, which is $300. The point is that I'm not talking about prices on eBay or in the US or in the UK or even in other territories, because they can fluctuate wildly. So I'm only going to talk about the cost of these figures in stores and resellers in Hong Kong. Now, most of them, I think you'll recognize that they're exclusives, and lottery exclusives in Hong Kong. I think most of you guys are aware how it works now. I've explained it in previous videos that I've done, and really importantly is the fact that it's not as simple as clicking a few buttons on Sideshow's website. You have to physically go and get these pre-orders in person and queue up, etc. So it's a lot different. I'm going to exclude a number of figures on these lists, which will be customs, one-of-a-kinds, things like that. So I'm going to exclude them because it's not going to be available to the general collector. Other things such as holographic ones as well. There are a few floating around. There's a handful of these in the world, so I don't believe these are exactly easy to get hold of. And finally, I'm going to exclude anything which is not released yet. One of the big ones that everyone's talking about is this Stealth Mark 7, which I think looks amazing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get hold of this for myself, because I'd love to have it in my collection, but I'm not sure if I can, because it looks like it's going to be a lottery again in Hong Kong, and it may be a movie promo, so we'll see how that gets on. So let's start with number 10. This is actually going to be a group, because around this ballpark figure of around 3,000 Hong Kong dollars, around 260 pounds, 390 US, there's the Hot Rod, there's the Peacemaker, which is very surprising in Hong Kong because it's an exclusive again, and also we have the Python. So all of these are kind of grouped together in that price range. If you have one of these, it's one of the more exclusive, I would say more expensive ones as well. So there are some nice shots of those figures and those poses. Number 9, we have a couple here again. We have the Mark 1 2.0 version. I don't have this figure. I'm not a big fan of the Mark 1 2.0, but this is the one to get. Some people say it's the most iconic one to get, so people have taken the plunge and picked this up. The next one, around this ballpark figure, is the Mark IV. Classic armor. Some people absolutely love this armor. I think it's pretty sleek, so there we go. That was just a little bit more than the previous lot, so around 3,500 Hong Kong dollars, £300 mark. Number 8, we have the Mark 7 Avengers, which is around the 3,800 Hong Kong dollars, around £330, 500 US ballpark figure. And here's a shot of the Mark 7 all broken down to his little bits. We have the War Machine 1.0, same roughly sort of price. Is one of the, I would say, more aggressive armors from the original, so I quite like that piece. Number 7, we have the Mark 6. This is around 4,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is around £350, 520 US. Some of them still have these pink pants that come up occasionally. It's the same with the Mark IV. You get those pink pants as well. It's a little bit of a shame for that price, but it happens. Number 6, we have the Milk War Machine. I think this is one of the best paint jobs. The app on this is absolutely beautiful, how they put this across. It looks very authoritative, police style. 4,200 Hong Kong dollars roughly, around 370 sterling, 550 US. Number 5, which costs around 4,500 Hong Kong dollars, around 400 pounds, just under 600 US. It's the Midas Mark 21. Beautiful figure. Lottery exclusive in Hong Kong again, very sought after, and has increased in price recently actually, for some reason, not sure why. Number 4, we have the Mark 7 Battle Damage, which is around 4,800-ish, around £420, just over the $620 mark. Lottery exclusive again in Hong Kong, very hard to come by, very rare. This is where we get to some really rare figures. We're looking at the Mark IV Special Project. I saw this in 2 shops. 6,500 Hong Kong, which is around £570, 840 US dollars. Pretty pricey. Number 2, around 10,000 Hong Kong, 870 pounds, 1,300 US dollars. Gunmetal Mark III, super rare, very rarely seen, and if people pick it up, they never sell it. Very rarely do they ever sell it. I've only seen a couple of these myself in person. Now, number 1, the most expensive Iron Man figure that you can get is the Mark VI movie promo. I've only seen or heard of one being sold in Hong Kong at around 15,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is around 1,300 pounds, around 2,000 US. Here's the interesting thing: they actually have a joint promo, which has a mech test head on there, and that one apparently is only 16 in the entire world. It comes up with a unique Avengers light up base, and that's going at over 25,000 Hong Kong dollars, over 2,000 sterling, over 3,000 US. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, and catch you in the next video.